Right, so who's the best player you've played with?
Played with? That's a good question. I'd like to say Kevin Nichols at Luton. He was real hard captain, and he gave everything for the lads, and he was a good character to have when I was 21, and he had a lot of experience, so I enjoyed playing with Kevin Nichols.
If you could describe yourself as a footballer in 3 words, what would you use?
Energetic. That's a good one as well. I want to say box to box. That's more than 3.
Hyphenated, so I'll let you have that one if you want to say box to box.
Box to box. And committed. I'll say that.
Okay. Do you think your game is suited to 4-3-3 formation that the manager is planning to play this season?
Yeah, I've played 4-3-3 quite a lot. Also played 4-4-2, but 4-3-3 I think gives a bit more dynamics, a bit more freedom in midfield. Yeah.
Okay. Which team do you support growing up or now?
I'm a Villa fan.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a picture on Twitter that you might have seen of a 50-50 challenge with Penn. Who came off worse in that challenge?
Yeah, I've seen the picture. I don't actually remember it though. I'd like to say he came off worse.
Okay. Where do you think Cheltenham will finish this season?
I think it could take us anywhere. The squad seems good, and the lads are coming together well, and it seems a good atmosphere around the place. So who knows? I'd like to say at least playoffs.
Okay. How tall are you? Somebody's asked.
6'2", I think, with my boots on.
Okay. Who do you think's going to win the World Cup?
I think Brazil will.
How much did you know about Cheltenham before you signed here?
I knew a fair bit. I knew a few of the lads who are here or have been here before, and obviously I've known the gaffer and seen him and played against Cheltenham quite a lot. So always been in and around, knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and played there a lot of times, haven't you?
Yeah.
Who's the ugliest player at Cheltenham Town?
Lee Vaughan.
Has anyone caught your eye in training so far, particular?
A few of the lads, I'm quite impressed with everyone. And, I know quite a few of the lads anyway, so I know what they're about. But the lads I don't like, Byron Harrison and people like that, they've all shown that they can play a bit, so it looks good.
Okay. Who do you think's the fastest player in the squad from what you've seen so far?
I think Craig is the fastest, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's a bit like the 3 ways to describe yourself, but what do you think are the main strengths and weaknesses of your game?
I think, box to box, I'm good in the air, and get some goals as well.
Yeah. And any weakness, anything that you're trying specifically to work on at the moment? Or?
I always try and work on everything really. I think as a player you're never the complete package, and whatever you can do to help that will be beneficial.
Okay. Were you the best player in your school year?
Definitely, by a mile.
Any other players that have gone pro or anything in your school?
No, not at school.
Right.
No.
Right. Do you play FIFA?
I don't. I play Xbox, but not FIFA.
Right. Okay. Where do you see yourself in 3 years' time?
There's a lot going on in the background here. 3 years' time. I'd like to say in League One with Cheltenham.
Okay. What boots do you wear, and how many do you get through per season normally?
I'm wearing total 90s at the moment. I usually get through 3 or 4 pairs.
Okay. What was it like playing with England's youth teams, internationals? How much was that?
That was excellent. I think at the time you don't really take it in, I don't think. But looking back, I wish I'd have, been able to play more games. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Staying very professionally, it's very impressive.
Yeah,
what's the best and worst moment of your career so far?
Best moment is playing at Luton at Wembley, winning the JPT. That was excellent. And worst feeling is getting relegated with Shrewsbury.
Right. Best goal you've scored?
Scored a few good ones, I think. I scored a screamer against Plymouth a couple of years ago. It was about 40 yards out, top corner. So.
Right, go for that one. Who do you think's the best young midfielder in the world at the moment?
That's a good question. I like Hazard. I think he's good. I know he plays a bit more forward, but he seems to have the complete package.
Okay. Who's the toughest player you've played with and against?
With and against. With, I think I'd have to say Kevin Nichols again, because he was such a hard man in midfield. And against, there's quite a few really. I think every sort of League Two team has got a hard man that I like to think. And yeah, it's hard to pinpoint one really.
Okay. Asa is quite an unusual name, isn't it? Is there a story behind it? Are you named after anybody, or is there
No, it's biblical, and that's as far as it goes really.
Right. Okay. Have you always been a midfielder?
Yes. Steve Bruce tried to convert me to a centre half at Birmingham when I was about 18, but it didn't quite work,
Right.
which I'm pleased about.
I think I know the answer to this one, but you're not moving down, are you? You're going to be travelling down from the Midlands?
Travelling down, yeah, and there's about 3 or 4 of us from that way, so a little car school together.
Yeah, good. You've been playing in the league for a while now. Do you think this could be the season you really kick on, be one of the top midfielders in League Two?
Yeah, I think so, and last couple of seasons have been good. I think last season was probably one of my best. I think consistency-wise, and being a big part of the team, and I want to make sure that I'm in and play as many games as I can and really help the team this year.
And it might be Nichols again, but if you could play alongside any former teammate in centre midfield, who would it be?
I'm going to try and say a different one. Luke Summerfield again.
Right.
So I enjoy playing with him at Shrewsbury, and we're good friends now, so
Yeah,
be Summers.
he did well here, and obviously good move for him to go up to York now,
Yeah,
isn't it?
good move, yeah.
Right.
Wish him the best.